Okay, last week's video topic was coming out, so I will tell you about me coming out and my experiences with that. Hopefully they'll help you out a bit. It won't just be me blabbing on about myself, and I'll also give you some helpful tips at the end of this topic. Okay. I have really noisy neighbours. If you can hear them, I probably would believe it. Yeah, so, growing up, I was always a boy. I refused to have long girly hair, I refused to wear girls' clothing, didn't want to hang out with girls were icky, all that stuff. You know, I was a typical little boy, but just no one saw that, and that sucks, because it made it harder for me to come out when I was this age, whereas I was wanting to come out when I was about 7 or 8. This has been a good 10 years of hiding it and keeping it to myself, but, you know, whatever. A lot of people have it. I'm not saying for me, by the way, I'm just saying, yeah, solid effort on my part for keeping it, you know, hidden for that long. People shouldn't have to. People should just be in an environment where they can... My camera was about to fall down. Be in an environment where they can tell people, but, you know, whatever, the world's not like that and it sucks. But, you know, we find ways around it, guys. Come on, go team. But some people live with it for 20, 30, 40 years, you know, and that would be hell, in my opinion. I'm sure you agree. So, just quickly, me coming out. First off, I was never a I want to run around and hold hands with boys type of boy. Or I want to run around and hold hands with girls type of boy either. I was a I want to play Pokemon and handball in the schoolyard boy, and I was until I was about 13, 14. Then I started to notice girls, and that's when I didn't come out as gay because I was too scared to. I had a lot going on in my life at that point, 14, 15, a lot of shit happening. I don't want to bring the mood down, and I don't want to tell too much of my personal, private life details on here, but yeah, it wouldn't have been a good decision to come out completely as gay, which is what I did before I came out as trans. So before I came out as gay, I came out as bi, and that was more acceptable. At that time, it was kind of annoying because people were actually using bisexuality as a fashion statement sort of thing. It was like a cool thing to be bi, and write on your MySpace page, I'm bi, get over it. Like, I remember when that was really in fashion, and I was just like, after I'd come out as bi, and I'm not being like a hipster, like, I was bi before it was cool. Because technically I wasn't, I was actually a straight male in a girl's body. That was 14-ish where I came out as bi. I had a couple of girlfriends, and I don't know, I was always really shy in school and didn't really want to ask people out. I still am like that. I'm the shyest person when it comes to, like, dating and stuff like that. So, and then the next year I came out as fully lesbian because that's when I had sort of, you know, gotten a bit better with life happenings and stuff like that, and it was much more safer for me. All the people who bullied me had left the school that year, so it was good to wait one more year to tell people. And people didn't react in a bad way, because people were just like, eh. But I didn't tell very many people, whereas when I came out as trans, only a few months ago I came out as trans, I told everyone, because what's the point in telling a few people with this sort of thing? I find that I found it pointless to tell 1 or 2 people, because then everyone would still be calling me by my female name. So I may as well have not told those 2 people. I thought it was either all or nothing, so I went the whole way, told my parents this is how I came out to my parents, 5-page letters each. told my close friends face to face, and everyone else found out over Facebook, because I know that a lot of people are opposed to this, but I didn't actually change my original Facebook page and all that, because I had too many shitty people I didn't want to tell, and people I don't even know in person on there. So I made a new account with my actual male name and my gender as male and everything. Added people if they wanted to know who it was and know the story. Of course, I'd be more than happy to tell them. But so far, so good. No one has actually said anything cruel to me. If they're going to go behind my back and say things, I'll find out, and then I can just never talk to that person again. So anyway, my advice with coming out is to be confident, because if you're not confident, people might second guess that, that is who you are and who you want to be identified as. They might think that you're going to outgrow it, or that it's a phase, and I hate that attitude. And my other advice would be, if anyone reacts to you coming out in a displeasing, to say the least, way, ditch them as soon as you possibly can. Because someone told me that this can work for me with finding out who I want to keep in my life and who I want to get rid of quick smart. It can be a filter. You meet someone new at, I don't know, a party or a social get-together or something, anything, and you tell them right off the bat, as like with introducing yourself, you tell them that you're trans. If they react in a weird way that is telling you that they're not going to accept you, then you know straight away not to even bother with talking to that person, and only to find out down the track that they're shit. You find out straight away. It's great. Before this video gets too long, I'm going to do 10 things in my room, random things that I think you might find cool, starting from now. This is a picture of, it looks really shit on camera, I'm sorry, Jim Morrison from The Doors, one of my awesomest favourite bands. I was actually going to stop filming the video just then, but I had this awesome idea to show you guys Australian money, because I know that there are a lot of international viewers on this channel. So sorry to all the Australian subscribers, this is going to be very boring for you, just everyday stuff, but everyone else, you get to see cool Australian money. Woo! Okay, so I don't have $2 coins and I don't have any notes, sorry, I'm really poor. But the $2 coin has an Aboriginal man on it, and he's holding like a spear, and it looks really cool. There's like kangaroos in the background, and it's like that big. Then there is the $1 coin with kangaroos on it. Then 50-cent coin has the Australian coat of arms, which is like a kangaroo and an emu holding a shield. And I think the reason, I know the reason for the kangaroo and the emu holding the shield is because they both those animals can't walk backwards, and it's meant to represent our country moving forward. Don't even get me started on Julia Gillard using moving forward a lot. Then there is 20-cent piece with a platypus swimming on it. A 10-cent piece has got like a little bird thing, I don't know, it looks like a quail. Then this one is the smallest coin and the cheapest, it's 5 cents, and an echidna holding a 5. And I used to have 1 and 2 cent pieces, but not here, they're at my mum's. That would have been in the video if I'd have shot this video at my mum's, because they're pretty cool. They're retro, they stopped making them in 1982, I think. So anyway, I'm going to go now. Sorry this video went for so long. See you next week.